it's a little.
Oh,
There we go.
yeah. Oh, perfect.
And this is what I mean. See how bad the glare is?
Oh, yeah.
It's really bad. But I'll try the umbrella. See if that does it.
Yeah, it looks really good, bro. It's really, it's top down.
It's like it's actually it's pretty square now. All right. So
But,
6.
yeah, 6. I have black and green.
I will react.
No.
I'm gonna do glints of quicksilver. So it's gonna get go again. So that's not the part I'm really worried about. If you block with the card you can, I will.
Okay.
Okay. So 3. Because I hit, I'll be able to attack again. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack again for 3.
No blocks.
I'm hit. I'm hit. I do get a. Okay. Okay. So it's gonna hit. I will pay for the grades of blood spill to get a bigger token for next turn. And get my dumpling. All personal notes.
So I'm going to pitch Diabolic Offer.
Okay.
Wild Ride. Wild Card.
First 3 seconds. Nope. 1 On a block. On a block.
No. Pitch. Building. Do an attack ball breaker for 4.
Is there a difference for an angle shot, for instance, when you're going to do if you park your tanks at about 30 degrees, where sure it's not on but
I didn't manage anything, so
that's why I asked. That's exactly what I was getting at.
My bigger. I'm going to attack for 4.
I was going to ask, I was like, so Irish, or the rest of the world was
Oh shoot! Sorry. Hold on. I'm playing this first.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So 7. I'm like, I know I forgot something. What did I forget? Yeah, that's one more. Yeah, they're the different heroes. If you want to, grab more discounts. That's your cue. As long as you can sit down and learn how to play the game. If you're interested in playing, like we have events on Mondays and Wednesdays. Mondays are 7 to 10. Wednesdays this month, or through the end of this month, are going to be 6 to 9. And starting next month, we're trying out 7 to 10 on Wednesdays. Monday is more of a competitive group. Wednesday is more of a casual.
Okay. That'll give you 7. And my checking without suspended with
I'm going to react. We play Iron Song Response. Because you block with cards in hands, this is going to get +3, so this bumps up to 10. Alright. Do you have any reaction in response to that? Okay. Then, so it'll hit for 3, and I'm going to pay for grades of blood split. So I'll get a paper for next turn. Just put it right here for the binder. So before I do that, that's my turn.
this guy break. This gets destroyed. Wild ride. Draw a card. I only have 1 card. It gets go again. Not super bad. Just 1 point, but 27.
Block 6. We've got 2 power cards out of my hand for that. Alright, I'll take one.
Alright. Now close and turn.
Alright.
My apologies. Take 3.
And then I'm going to spend my resource to attack the Dawn Blade for 4. It's 4, but it's never 4.
I know, yeah. I mean, I put down a lot more than 4. Wow. Space. I will. Down 6.
Okay. I will react. I will be overpowered. Target weapon gets +4, but if you block the target man, they get +6 this time. I'm going over by 4.
Well done.
Give me your reactions. Okay, and that's my turn. Oh, and this is like a note for those, like kind of some introductory info to the game. it's not like the rules. So if you want to like skip around, it's just like it introduces it's a lot actually. But so it introduces some stuff and then it goes into more detail. So just gloss over it, and I'll like when I like explain it, it becomes way easier. This was supposed to be like a beautiful pamphlet, but what happened was I've been like nonstop working. I think Friday I worked till 4 in the morning, so I'm like I've had no time. So yeah, I spent about 5 minutes right before I left this morning turning this out. Thanks. I mean, I let Copilot do all the work. So.
I'm gonna do the
Okay.
return. Have a dial.
Oh, cool.
Nonsense.
4 is good. Usually all you need. Here. You just put it on there. Ready? Keep track.
Yeah. I will. I'm gonna pitch.
Three. No block 2. Reactions to? Take 4.
I will.
Yeah.
Do that.
Look over. You'll take the 3.
So, and I can't re-attack?
No, you didn't discard anything. This doesn't go again. So, I'm sorry, I see what you said. Because this weapons say once per turn.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Now, mine says once per turn, but per effect, lets her break down.
I did not again.
Oh, okay. That is the one thing. If I'm aggressive, I keep pulling cards out of your hand, then you're not able to banish your own cards. So usually she's definitely more on the aggressive side. Block early, but later on in the game, don't worry about blocking as much and focus on spending your discard, your discard to banish and start continuously. So, so Blood Debt has to reduce you to 13. So, if I think for the other side though,
13 Blood Debt. Activate this only if you have 13 or more cards with Blood Debt.
no,
That'd be a lot of money.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's see here. The trick is usually if you start getting close to your Blood Debt taking you down, or if you're not able to play Blood Debt, you're close to 13. Usually that's when you want to play like a sort of defensive option. So that way you can kind of manipulate it to immediately. Okay. Start things off. I'm going to play Spoils of War, 2-coded. Next weapon attack is going to get +2 and go again. And whenever I hit, I create copper tokens. Two copper tokens for every time. So that's that. I'm going to attack for 6 with go again. It's busier today. Yesterday, it's a little quieter. So what's your name? Yeah, aftermarket. Oh yeah, that's me. Good to have you. I've got a couple of like decks that I've built specifically to like put these like overall concepts together. I don't want to say I guarantee it, but I feel like most people have picked it up after like the first few turns. Some people it's like the first game. Everybody's jumping on a different learning curve. And I'm not very consistent about how I teach the game. So if I don't do a good job, I can point you out to some resources to like where to like practice. Stuff like you mentioned that you mentioned some magic stuff, right? So you're familiar with magic. I'm guessing you came from magic. It's better than Magic It's way better. Sorry. Alright, I'll react. Blade Flurry. So let's go to 8. And, plus 3. So 11.
Oh, you're not good.
And so 11 would go again.
11 to go then.
Go.
Okay. So I'll take 6.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Alright. Put a close combat chain. I'm going to activate Brave Force Bracers. So the next weapon attack is going to get +2 from this, and then +1 from Brave Force Bracers. So +3. 2 floating. So I'm going to attack for 7. So you finished. I can actually. This is perfect. So I'll be teaching you after I finish this up, and then if you guys want to sit down and watch and see as I'm explaining, I think everybody will be more awesome.
You got it.
All right, hey, good game, man. Perfect timing because you said you gotta,
Yeah. No, I haven't started a few weeks ago.
I think you're one of you picked up the game like fastest amongst a lot of people. Like really, really, really fast.
It moves well. I really like it.
Yeah. Like I said, I have a very strong opinion of the game. I think that the game is better than Magic by far, but I'm biased.
I like it because it really feels like you can personalize the person that you're playing.
It definitely
It's champ.
I like that power fantasy too. Like you are the champion. It's awesome. Yeah.
It's enjoyable. It's great teacher.
That's debatable. All right, I'm gonna clean this up. And every kind of putting stuff away. You got a schedule. You got to meet.
And it's great.
Cool, thank you. All right. So, I guess I'll start off by saying this. If you find that this is a game that you're really interested in, I do have a bunch of both. And so I can start y'all off. I mentioned to Ash that on Mondays and Wednesdays is when we meet to play.
Okay.
Mondays are going to be like our competitive oriented days. So a little, like things are going to be a little bit more fast paced, higher level decks, and it's. I'm not saying like we're going to be like super restrictive with like rules lawyering, anything like that. I don't want that. If I find people doing that, I'm going to have to talk to them. So we like to keep it still casual. The purpose is to have fun, right? But Wednesdays, way more laid back, even more so. We're not running on round timers or anything like that. So we're here to have fun, like full, like that's, and we do more fun formats. All right. There's several different formats in the game. The two main ones are Blitz and Classic Constructed. The game that you just saw me playing with Daniel is Classic Constructed. That is a learn to play deck. It's not even a Blitz deck. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Blitz is a smaller format. So one of the core differences being that your heroes are young heroes. Adult heroes, 40 health. Young heroes, half of that. Everything else is, other than some deck building constraints, are a little different. So instead of 3 cards of each color per name, it's 2 cards. And it's a lot more fast-paced. Depending on who you ask, some people like Blitz more, some people like Classic Construct more. Personally, I like the game so much I want to play more of it every single time I play. So I like Classic Construct. More health, bigger hits, and a lot more room to play the strategic part of the game.
What do you guys typically play on?
It varies. So if we have newer players, we play the formats that don't require as much like investment early on, just so that everybody gets established to start. So we probably would play more Blitz to start off, unless you guys like fully commit, full send, and you're like, all right, I love this game. But I don't ever want anybody to rush into it like that. Dip your toes in first, try it out, like get one of the pre-cons or something. There's a bunch of pre-cons up front.
I got with a friend that they do so I hope
Yeah. I mean, it happens. Like, I started learning with a friend. I think that some of the pre-cons there's a way higher learning curve than others. The one I picked happened to be like the hardest hero to learn at the time, and I was like, how do people have fun with this? And then I met the right group of people, and they're like, no. Let me help you break this down. Let's put you on something a little bit simpler, and then you get started. I'm going to move over here real quick, just so that it's a clear area, and I'll start pulling out the stuff to teach you. Ash, sorry, I missed both of y'all.
I'm Chris.
Savannah? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll move in the middle just because I'm not like talking in front of everybody. And to start things off, I'm gonna start. Who wants to drive?
One of you guys have time.
I've played before,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
so I'll let you say.
Is this going to be the deck I'm using?
No, I got this one.
Okay.
All right. So all I ask, and if you guys are sorry. So I was telling Ash, I've been slammed recently. So this was supposed to be like a really pretty pamphlet, like graphic, like links and all that stuff. This is no frills, like some definitions, some game basics. No frills references. So if you have any questions and I don't answer it right, this is probably got a more simplified word, probably more appropriate. This is, mostly ChatGPT or Copilot or whoever you want to call it, answering the prompts that I did. So it's a lot less delirious, and I've verified it all. So all right. So I am starting Ash off on Phi. Phi is a ninja, draconic ninja, hyper aggressive. Draconic Ninja means that you can have ninja cards in this deck, draconic cards, and generic cards. Those are the cards that could go in this. Hyper aggressive, if you're familiar with Magic, I would equate him to kind of like goblins, mono red goblins. Rush down style, and he can play defensive, but for the most part, he doesn't want to be blocking so much as attacking. His ability lets him start with one of his cards and a discard. It's a kind of like a recursion style thing, and all it does is make it so that way, if you attack enough on your own turn, you can get that one card back for free and pay one extra. Doesn't sound like much, but it gets really annoying really quickly and can cause some really awkward situations. The deck I will be playing is a lot less aggressive in some regards, but she builds up to be more aggressive if set up properly. The reason I play her is because I can be defensive or I can be aggressive depending on what the points I want to do. So Dromai is a draconic illusionist. Illusionists like to build up a board state and have allies or auras. And their allies and auras usually do the attacking. They become their weapons.
Are allies like creatures?
Yes, allies are kind of like creatures. Most heroes in Flesh and Blood do not create allies, with a few minor exceptions. Illusionists being the main class that actually has build arounds for allies or auras. Get this out of the way. So to start things off, for the first couple of turns, I'd like for you to play with your hand revealed. I'll kind of like talk you through like the first 2 or 3 turns, and then if you're comfortable with it, I can let you drive. Let me grab this chair, walk her over your roll.
So my hand size is 4, right?
Yes. Okay, that's right. I skipped a bunch of stuff already. Okay. So reading cards, man, that's like one of the main things about learning a card game, right? Is how, like, what does all these symbols and stuff mean? So you got your hero, your intellect. That's what I was referring to as. Is how many cards you draw to every it's very important because if you're a defending player and you decide to block out the card, the start of your own turn, you're not going to with a few exceptions, but it's a card game. There's always going to be a few exceptions. At what's called turn 0, which is literally the very first turn of the game, doesn't matter if you're the defending or the attacking player, you're always going to draw up at the end of your game. Turn 0, you always draw up. Everything after that, you only draw up at the end of your game. You have generally in like all the cards, or generally most of the cards in the game have 4 corners that you use. Right, your pitch, the amount of resources you're generating, your cost, how much it costs to play the card, how much resources it costs, the attack value of the card, and the blocking value of the card. On top of that, you have stuff like the typing information. So in this case, this is a draconic action. That's an attack. Over here, I'll pull out a couple here. So there's a non-attack or just an action. Draconic illusionist action. There we go. There's an instant. Defense reaction, I don't think I have attack reaction. But there's also attack reaction. That's I think that's the full spectrum of cards that exists in the game, other than block. cards, but I'll get into that later. It's super simple. So again, how much the card pitches for, how many resources generated, how much the card costs, its attack value. So if it's not attack, it doesn't have an attack value. It's blocked, and it's typing. My train of thought here. Okay, and then equipment, of course, weapons, all that stuff. So we'll just shift over to like starting the game, and I'll talk through the rest of this as we go. Did I answer? I forgot what the question was. Did I answer the question I was asking?
I think so. I said my hand size is full, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Then I went off on a tirade. Okay. And if I'm like, I don't. If I'm explaining something in a certain way that sounds, I don't mean to be. I taught all sorts of variety, so this is like my default teaching. You know, not trying to be patronizing or anything. I promise. If I am, I apologize. And just let me know if there's a different way to explain. Okay, so to start things off, I'll start off first. At the very beginning of the game, when you sit across from somebody, you actually only show your hero. This is one of the things that's very different from Flesh and Blood. The reason why you do that is because beginning of the game procedure, when you show your hero, that's when you do your side. So this is the best of one game all around. To kind of expedite things, show your hero, and that's when you make your decision. Like, okay, I know 5. It's probably not going to play something like hyper defensive style deck, so I'm going to play stuff to address or stuff that I've built prepared to address more of an aggressive style deck. It could be my equipment, it could be my stuff that's in the deck, the amount of cards that are in the deck. There is a minimum and maximum inventory of cards that you can bring into the deck. But yeah, that's when you do all your adjusting. After the game has been decided who goes first, that's when you would flip over all the cards to reveal it. And then you're like, oh no, I sideboarded completely wrong. Now what? But joking aside, that usually helps. Once you've got gotten a little bit more serious in the game, usually you can tell, okay, that's going to be my first game plan. That might be what they're going to do. So, going first, I start off with a notional thing called at the beginning of every round, the attacking player has an action. So you start off with your baseline. With an action point, cards that say action on them are the cards that cost an action. So instants don't cost action. Reactions don't cost action. Cards like, what is here? So like a weapon here, it says action, so it costs an action. On top of that, it costs 3 resources. So I want to play I want to play Vermont Center. How do I get these resources to play them? Well, I have to do something called fiction. And these 2 red cards, they're supposed to produce 1 resource. So I did that.
Possibly some question, but is the cost on top of just like the fun cost? Or like, actually, never mind. Yeah, I answered my own question.
No, you're good. I found that sometimes saying the question helps you answer your own questions. So I do it all the time. Yeah. But yeah, so this costs 2, so I have to pitch 2 cards, or 2, not 2 cards, 2 resources here to produce that. Some, depending on the color of the card, so these are red, they have a red bar up top. The red cards usually only produce 1. I don't think I've ever heard of any red card that produces 1 of that. Yellow cards produce 2, and they'll have 2 little circles filled in. And then blue cards produce 3. if I can count, 3. The difference being is that some, like there exists a blue and yellow version of character, but the yellow version has like the middle amount of value, like power value, and the blue version is the weakest. The the main reasoning there is that the more powerful the card, the less resources. The weaker the card, the more resources. So you have that trade-off when you're checking. Anyways, I play ever most of the time. I'm attacking for 8. I pitch 2 cards. There's 2. And my hero's ability says that whenever I pitch red cards, I produce cash equal to the amount of red cards. So I'm attacking you for 8. I spend my action point to do that because I cost it. Now, we've started something called the comment game. This is all like I'm explaining all this in like baby steps too. It's very streamlined. Got it. If you saw the game that I was playing with Daniel, that's usually what they would do. Attacking first. After I finish you do block. Remember, all the cards in your hand have a block on them. So very first turn 0, because you're going to draw back up to your full hand size anyway, you have no reason not to block your whole hand. So yeah, typically you're going to want to block with the full value, the full 8, if you can. Which, yeah, it looks like you're spot on. Just right, just barely enough to block the So put it in front here for a second. You'll say, all right, I'm blocking 8. Now, there's 2 more steps in a chain link in the comment. There's step 1, which is attack. Step 2, which is defense. Step 3 is reaction, attack reaction. The attacker would be able to say, okay, I have this card that says an attack reaction and play it. And then the defending player would have defense reactions to respond. So we don't have that. We don't have to worry about it. We'll get there when we get there. But that's it. I don't have any more action points. Just spend my action. And we'll move to end the turn. So that's when the combat chain will close. Now everything will go to discard. I would take the cards that are in my pitch zone and put them at the bottom of the deck. I can choose the order that these would go in. If the game goes long enough, you actually could theoretically have perfect information on the order of the deck. So that's another way. But I'm not too worried about it right now. I'll just do it like that. It depends. It depends on the deck, and it really depends on the deck. So you can make it go like that. One of the heroes which is a wizard, like that's his main thing. He tries to make the game go out as long as possible so he can stack his deck further. And then combo off and do like some ridiculous damage. So if like Storm is your style of deck, you really want to. It's also the hardest deck. So, anyways, I have 1 card left over at the end of my turn, right? There's a zone here called the Arsenal. I can take that leftover card in a very easy way and put it in. When I do, from this point on, I can never pitch or block it. I can only play it. Reaction or play, they're not blocked. Even though you have a defense reaction, I mean, it's your block is 3 defense. It is a play. So you can play the defense reaction Arsenal, but you can't block it. So, it's there. It's a strategic, kind of like you're making it. Now the turn is ended, so we'll both draw up, and it's turn 0.
That anytime, like,
There's very few times. But it's not, there's windows of priority. Institutional is like the same thing. It's like you get a little bit of gray area. And I have a first time split all of the nuances of instances. But yes, the short answer is yes. So I'm going to set this one aside because that's going to be something that comes in and out of your graveyard a lot. You'll notice here, go again, it's printed on all these attack actions, right? Go again takes that, go again that's printed on an action will refund your action. So that's how you're able to do multiple things. So you'll see here, you can start off. And we'll start off by attacking with random. It starts a combat chain. And I'm going to be like, I don't want to get hit too much. I'll just say that. I will block 2 of that one. Now, you'd have opportunities to play attack reactions. You have only one right now, that's right. You see it's a reaction right here. This would be your attack reaction. This would be your opportunity to play that. This already has go again, so it would be redundant. And then I check out to see if I have a defense reaction. I don't. So no defense reactions, and then we calculate it. So I take a theoretical 1 damage. I've got 20. I'm not really too worried about keeping track right now. No, that's a clue. So we'll save that one. It's a good resource. While all your cards cost 0, you do have a weapon if you want.
Yeah. I assume those that say aside have 2 on the chain.
It counts itself.
Oh.
It is a draconic attack. So this is chain link 1 for the common. So yeah, go ahead and swing in with that Searing Ember Blitz. So that costs you. So you got your action point refunded. You spend it again, and you also have to pitch resources. That's where you want to pitch like your blue, or yellow. Pitches go in the pitch, not the discard. So 2 different zones. It's very important to pay attention to that because I've done it a couple of times too, where I've actually put my pitch in the discard, and then I end up like fatiguing myself or decking myself out. That is another viable strategy. You can draw the game out until your opponent has no more cards. You don't lose the game. That just means they can't block it. So it'll get to that at some point. And they will be attacking each other with weapons. It's very rare that a stalemate actually happens, but I've seen it once in 3 years I've played it. But it does happen. Alright, so you're attacking for 3 again. I have nothing that blocks me. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do this. I'm gonna block with Brothers. This has the ability that says when I defend with it, I can pay 1 to boost its defense by 2. So I'm going to pay 1 here to boost its defense by 2. And because I pitch a red, her ability lets me. So I'd be blocking for 4. No reactions. I already know. So this has go again. So we can move on to chain link 3. Okay. So that counts the chain link. So that counts all the chain links. If it's chain link 2 or more, this is plus 1. So this is that 1 attack right now. As soon as you've play this, if you're at 3 chain links, Either or. I mean, honestly, at this point, it's just as good. So, yeah. So we've got 3 chain links, and this instant ability, instance, says that he gets a discount by 1 for each chain link, the draconic chain link that's on the chain. So you're at 3 chain links, so his instant ability is for free. So you can get that back to your hand now, and you're attacking for 1. I'm going to say I don't really want to use this last card in my deck. I have this equipment, so I'm going to block with my Iron Rod Leg. Block with and I have no more reactions. No, I have nothing else I want to block. We have any attack reaction. I'm gonna ask this, even though I already know the answer, or like it may be redundant, just so I get across like there's 4 main steps: attack, defend, attack reaction, and the reaction part can go back and forth. But usually it's like so yeah, I have no more attack reactions, or no more defense reactions, excuse me. And I will block with 1 again. And I'm saying no blocks. I'll take that last one. So yeah, this is very typical of how Phi operates. He attacks very wide. You see now, I've blocked with a lot of my equipment and my cards. So I only have 1 card to play away, which can be kind of tough, rough. Comment chain closes. So for equipment, it depends. There's some equipment called Battle Worn, which will stick around even if it's blocked or produced also with a 0. But this says Blade Break, so this will get destroyed when the comment chain closes. So I've definitely a little bit more spent a much worse position than I was. Now, remember at the end of the turn, pitch cards go to the bottom of your deck. So this doesn't just happen like your pitch cards don't just go to the bottom of your deck in your own turn. It's everybody's pitch cards go to the bottom of their deck. So this one would also. So if I don't even remember. I think it's 2-0 pots and then that sweeping 6. So as out of curiosity, this isn't something normally you keep track of, but I'm gonna say wounding blow or something. Scar for scar, do dust up, and then normally you don't need to keep track of that, but this is what I mean. Like if you practice enough, you can get to that level where you actually keep track of the order. Yeah, I'm nowhere near that. Okay, so at the end of your turn, you draw back up. My turn. I only have 1 card in hand. I really can't do that much. But in top 0, so I'm going to play Skittering Seals. So that's me transform 1 ash. I can draw. 2 interaction. And it gets +3 for the turn. So. And this has go again. So it refunds my action point. Now, notice this is not an attack, so it doesn't start a comment chain. If you play anything that's not an attack, it can, if it's at the beginning of the turn, it won't start a comment chain. If it's in the middle of a comment chain, it disrupts that comment chain. So, say you're playing Phi and you play non-attack in the middle of your comment chain, you have to start counting from the beginning as soon as you do another. There are some strategic reasons, but usually and actually included that here somewhere. So if the combat chain ends, all the stuff that's on the combat chain goes like this. You can clear off the space and then start. So this is our And my hero has an ability that's, or the weapon says that my dragons get one per turn attack. And attack. So I'll be attacking for 4. And because I played a red, her ability says my dragon could go again as long as I play a red. And like I said, don't be afraid to take a hit as 5. The more cards you have in your hand, the harder you can hit on your own. Huh? I'm at 18. So you're at 20. Yeah. That's a good switch. So yeah, you hit for 4, you'd be at 16. I'm not keeping track, but we'll just say you're at lower life now, so you can play it. Okay? That's all. That's my turn. Allies. This is a new type that I haven't explained yet. Allies stay on the field. They don't go away through the turn. Kind of like in actually.
Combat chain?
Huh?
Are they part of the combat chain?
They get added to it from the combat chain whenever they attack. Yeah. Just like in Magic, you can choose whether to attack an ally or your planeswalker or your hero. If you do not reduce an ally's health to 0 during that turn, you attack it heals all the way back up. So, kind of like Magic too, if that creature doesn't reduce to 0, at the end of the turn, it goes all the way back up. Your turn. Do you feel comfortable to like highlight yourself, or do you want me to like talk you through it?
Okay, most of the guys don't know any cards.
That's fine. If it says go again, play. That's fine.
I'll go ahead and start with this.
Okay. Yep. I forgot to draw up. All right. Number 4. Are you attacking me or the dragon?
It's only got one.
Yeah. I'll block for 3. Okay.
Reduced by value.
That's just for
2, so value 3. Something like that. Now,
you can put it on top, back on top, and I know it's 3. So you attack for 3. Yeah, I'll send no blocks. I'll take the 3.
can you said you can go hard option.
Yes.
You can.
You cannot pitch it. There's definitely nothing wrong with like not playing out your full hand also. But if you plan on like saving a card, I definitely recommend it's the last thing you do on your turn, like attacking the Syrian Mermaid. Because if you have 2 cards in hand, I'll put it this way. At the end of your turn, you have more than 1 card in hand and there's a the arsenal, you probably play your turn out as efficiently as possible. Usually you want to like play out your whole hand and keep something in arsenal until you're ready to like, go off on a like, really long. So that's one of the reasons why like, I parked this card in arsenal. I might be like more expensive later on, but I'm not. I'm fine with doing like half-hearted.
If I attack you, if I attack you, I'm going to pitch this.
Okay.
Play out this, that, and that's going to attack your creature there.
Okay. And I cannot. You cannot block for your creatures. So that's gonna get hit. It has to be so to buy it back it has to be draconic seed. You only have one draconic seed. You're good. Okay. Okay. All right, I'll take it.
So we have one resource. I guess I'll take this and put it in my own.
Yeah, that works perfect. Yeah, it's good. All right. You actually did a really wide move. You can actually try to take out my dragon because if I build up so if she builds up a bunch of dragons, she can attack for 15 times for free. It gets kind of out of hand. So that's a good call. Alright. I'm going to play Reiki Embers. This lets me create an ash. And transform up to 3 ash and control an ash. And it has go again. So because I played a red, my dragons get go again. And I'm going to attack for 1 with go again.
Oh, sorry.
You forgot to draw up the future.
Yeah, but I was also thinking I don't have dice to track my health.
No, it's fine. I'm not. Wait, we'll play until you get me down to 0. Or we run out of cards. And, attacking for 1. Okay. Attack for 1. Okay. I'm going to close the comment phase. And I'm going to play Solitary Companion. If this when this enters, if I control no other auras, I create Inspector. This just prevents 1 damage. The first, one F1, and then so Ward prevents damage. Ward 3 prevents 3 damage. So that's my turn. Oh, you can have draw.
So graveyard.
I do that all the time. With weapons end up in this card on accident all the time. Alright, here we go. Do you guys have yeah, it would be kind of unfair if turn 0 plus plays to draw.
Yeah, so usually whenever he and I play together,
Yeah.
we don't play
Oh, yeah. Here, I've got 2 other decks. Ira is another ninja. Icelander is an ice wizard. They're combo decks, so they're all, it's like hockey. So, and I think that they have sideboards for equipment. So you can actually pick your equipment. Ira has a very simple ability, but it's probably one of the most powerful abilities. Because all it does is it says your second attack gets an extra damage. That adds up. It gets disgusting.
Question about people start deck.
Yeah.
I know Magic start decks are pretty weak. I assume it's here too. What do I need to do to at least make this playable in Blitz?
Blitz, she's actually advanced. That's how good she is. Yeah. It's more of like it's got a lot of other ninja cards that are really good. And she's fine in Commoner. Commoner again is a popper format. If you want to talk a little bit more about it later, you already got my info on this one. So that would be the best way to chat.
I think it's probably going to be the fact that it's hard for me to make it down here on weekends.
Yeah.
Because I work 6 to 3, so I'm up really early.
Yeah.
And I live on around 17, so I
Yeah. They need to make it.
I know. If there's just a bridge, like it'd be right there.
So you live out towards like Curtis Park?
Yeah, I live right on the Boulder, like Coffee County, where that is in Stafford.
Okay, got it.
About 10
I do a lot of fishing, so I'm like all over the place. But I actually don't go that way up Academic that often. So I gotta try it out sometime.
I've never fished in my life. But I can't
Really?
tell you.
Oh, man.
Well, that's a lie. That was from like Scouts, but I was like 7. But yeah, I'll start with this brand.
Me or the dragon?
That's actually a good question. I guess I just start with the dragon. So, yeah, then you do one. They all have one.
Yeah, they all. Oh, I forgot. It was like a tiger creation thing. That's about all she can do. In comedy, tiger is about all. So usually attack with one sword, and then attack with a big attack, and you can block with the other. So you set up and just block, attack.
Another going to one of the ashes.
Okay. And Icelander, control that. Attacks that have one of your opponents. Blue cards, not all your blue cards are actually. So double check whether it says elemental or ice. If it says ice, when you play it on your opponent's turn, they get 1 mark. If it says elemental, it doesn't give you 1 mark. Unless it says elemental. If you want to attack with your waiting room, it's waiting room is your primary defense. Okay. The dragon?
It's used for 2.
Okay. Yeah, this would prevent that.
For today, for this hour, we're going to be doing 2 for each. So for the small table, we have Christopher Risotto and we have John Atkinson. Then for the large prize table, we have Jerry Brown and Max Davis. If your name is called, please come up to the front.
And I'll pop that. This is literally how Wi-Fi streams go. It's nuts. So 5. I'll say no reaction. There's no blocks, but I will react. Boom. Wait for C. Opt, which is scry. I'll scry 1. And I'll take 1. Yeah, that was a really good turn. Very important. Good call.
Are you able to just block all creatures?
Not currently. Maybe I'll change in the future.
Oh yeah.
I don't know when it's happening, but apparently it's going to happen. They're gonna release like pieces of content. So if you're familiar with World of Warcraft card game way back when,
I'm vaguely familiar with it. I've been out.
they had like these things that were basically like rage, so they were like a card game form. And so it's like a couple different like bosses that you would fight against to like fight your big bosses. So you like play with your teammates with their own like champion or heroes, I don't know what it's called. Your characters, your classes, that's right. So you all sit down with your classes and you try to like fight against these like really OP bosses. bosses in like super OP cards. It's like if y'all play Hearthstone, yeah. It was almost well the WoW teaches you is almost like that before Hearthstone. So I think there were a few differences, but for the most part, it was almost like that. So yeah, it was like that, and like the like PvP content for Hearthstone. So yeah. Oh yeah, this is my turn. I'm gonna throw out music. Okay. To start things off, I will play Two Breaker 75. So it's Phantasm, so if you block with something that has power 6 or more, that'll break this and it'll completely destroy my turn.
I block the call something, but it doesn't make sense.
The card has to be a single 6 or power card. So I'm attacking for 5 and create Five plus 3. If I'm attacked with, if I played another red card this turn, I can search my deck for a Phoenix Flame in my hand. Okay, so this is 3 with Okay. And I have no attack reaction. I will just attack with Phoenix Flame as the last turn. Oh, sorry. Can I jump in?
Yeah.
I mean, you target an attacker.
Oh, God, I do.
No, that's a reaction.
Oh.
So you would do that during blocks, or like after blocks.
Oh, okay. So, but if he doesn't block it.
You can still play no matter what. If you block it,
Okay. Does it go into my next one?
no, it goes to the one that's attacking right there.
Oh, okay. So I would play this first. No, I'm playing on my second one.
If you wanted to play it on your second one, yeah, you play this first.
And then play this.
Yeah, that would be
reaction.
yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like the bluffing part of the game.
Okay.
So like you hold your reaction to like the last possible minute, and then you're like, oh, if you'll save, oh, well, pop.
Okay.
Yeah, you thought you blocked me out? No. Yeah. So yeah. I say no blocks. I'll take your three. Yep, that's good. That's a good call. I'll say no blocks.
Realize one thing. Let's go ahead and play that.
That doesn't go again. You can still put this back in your hand and put it in arsenal for you. Yeah. Two floating. Create a dash and then transform to react. Attack with sweeping blow. Spend a resource. Create a dash. It says create a dash when I attack with it. I'll be attacking with 3 resources. Draw it. It'll say arcane barrier.
Yeah.
And so if you have more things that say arcane barrier, that means that more damage can stop at one time.
Okay.
So it adds up, right? You'll be able to stop at least two at a time.
Okay.
So you have to pitch every time. You have to pitch parts of your hand.
Okay.
Because you have 2 arcane barrier, you pitch 3, sorry. Not yet.
You should have played with my health so I could actually get a feel for.
Yeah, I'll put you here. I'll put you at 10, okay? I'll put you at 10. Yeah, I thought about that. I was like, yeah, I should have kept track. I got you 10.
I'll look that through.
Okay. No reactions from me. Now attack for 1. Okay. 1.
Oh, another question. How often is it that, like, instance you have something where after I say I went through, you're like, okay, I buffed them all plus 2.
There is stuff. It's more reactions that you have to worry about. It was even worse when it was when you could like do the full series out. Yeah, it was painful. I'll explain some more about the formats after I finish this too. I'll wait till after y'all finish, but you might have Arcane Barrier 3 in there. I don't know. If it gets destroyed, it's gone. So you have
This is not a secret.
I'll attack for 5. Sorry, no. That one's yeah, this one's 5. Attack for 5, and if it hits, it destroys all cards in your arsenal. So if it hits means that it deals damage. If it doesn't deal any damage, then it's not a hit.
So I can mark all that stuff.
Oh yeah, also, if you want to play with if you want to test out some cool power decks, I've brought several cool
Yes. Take me through that.
Okay. I have no reaction.
Multi-block?
Yeah, you can block me more than one card. Okay, that's my turn.
play this.
Yeah. One other card here? Yeah. One for it. I'm blocking cards and arms, and I'm going to pitch this blue to pump, make it block perform. Okay. You don't have any more than that. You only have two. Yeah.
Well, then.
Okay.
Doing things on the chain because with this card, like the retroactive impact, like after I play this, then I play another card. Yeah. And then later on in the chain, I say I use this and that, then would become it.
It powers it up, but damage has already been done.
Okay.
So yeah, you would want to do that. And I take one damage.
I will go ahead and do this.
Okay. Two. Two. And I'll block. Actually, you know what? You can go into the field. You play the red card.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have a slow.
There you go. Awesome.
Not that I have no slow.
How you doing?
What is that resource?
You can call it so many different things. I don't know. It's not an action point. You see, so that's one thing I like to explain. Action points become really transparent. You don't really start to think about them. You just kind of like, you say, okay, let's go again. You don't have to worry about action points anymore.
Is there decks that don't have an auto in?
Yes. They're usually you can call them like don't solve decks. You got to go wide. A couple of good, a really good example of don't solve deck. Yeah.
I actually put all the equipment in.
It happens. Would be the Guardian champions. The Guardian Heroes. The Guardian Heroes usually swing for like a lot of damage. They're more defensive. They're like your paladin, your defensive warrior. They're usually their main weapons are hammers. Yeah, hammers. So this is like the learn how to play that. I think these are better to learn how to play on than those. Those are like the big like the starter decks, but just come like the learner. Do you learn how to play this? What's up?
I'm trying to find the arm designer.
You know, you can figure it out. Should be in a different sleeve. Here it is.
I'm scared for them.
No, you're good. They're not. These are all cheapo cards. I just I use these decks also for combos. So all the decks that are on this table right now, they're all combo decks. So copper, commoners.
Okay. So common.
Yeah, common. The equipment can be up to rarity.
I actually didn't know. Well, I guess I wouldn't know something. Where is the like rarity?
No, rarity's real quick. It's real hard to see. But yeah, common. Yes. All right. So, token rarity, common, legendary, majestic, rare, They stopped doing this rarity after a couple of sets. And then there's a fable after that. But that's the rarity. That's like the rarity level.
Some characters are bad at their formats.
Yeah. So there are, there's two main formats. The way banning works for heroes is every time they win a big event, they get points. After they hit a certain number of points, that's when they're banned. So, like, the more powerful a hero is, the more frequently they win, the quicker they're going to get banned. So,
Yeah, do people still generally allow those heroes in like casual formats though?
there's a whole format for everything. It's like modern, basically. It's called Living Legend format.
Modern can be pretty powerful. People play modern pretty powerful.
Yeah, Living Legend is pretty powerful. Yeah.
I was just more asking like, if I go into the casual game, can I bring whatever? If it's a deck that speaks, like I know I saw like Commander over there, and I always like orcs and things. I don't know if that's banned or not, but if it is, would people be mad if I brought that deck if I wasn't like making
What I would recommend is still taking a look at the Living Legend list and just getting like an idea of what is there. And then also take a look at heroes that have higher Living Legend points. And if it's like in the 800s or above, don't even worry about trying to build that hero. If you want to play him on
There's no one people be happy if I bring a Living Legend casual just because of the format.
check what format it is in casual, and then just try to like at least fit the format. The way pricing works. So entry into casual works. You buy your pack. You buy pack. You need to join the event. So you just get on your phone, and it's like 2 words. It's usually the name of like a describing adjective. Yeah, and the name of an animal. Or like, so like Crazy Wombat. That's an actual code that I've seen. So you join that online after you sign up. Pricing during armory events is free. You participate, you get participation promo, armory, and prizes.
Is there like draft modes for how's that work?
It's you have to kind of commit early to picking like a hero. Yeah. So
Oh yeah, how do you get your team packs like everything else?
yeah.
I know there's some.
So all the young heroes are token rares. Almost all the young heroes. So if you certain sets are kind of built around certain classes. So like the most recent set is ninjas, illusionists, and assassins. So it comes with the one illusionist, one magician, one assassin is all token slots for guild. The majestic rarities are the adult heroes. Not all adult heroes are majestic rarities, but in order to kind of like cut back on like the like bulk, they started making heroes with majestic rarities, and it gives people a trade for adult heroes. But yeah, each set kind of like has the heroes and classes that focus. So the set before this one was warrior groups for the orc characters and the guardians. It was like deathmatch arena type thing.
Except for using your hand on like a set prior and
I mean, here it's a little bit harder because they've been kind of like trying to keep inventory low and still a newish thing. But I mean, if you ask them, they can get you a box. They can pick up a box. As long as they're happy to buy products for the game, as long as people are buying products for the playing.
you know anything about those characters.
I know everything about all the characters. I like I said, I still don't know. I am kind of wailing, but for the sake of good. So like if you want to like play it out and test it out, or like borrow it for the day, I'll have you covered. So if y'all want to test stuff out before you buy it, in person, and like I'll try to have like I mean, my researches aren't infinite, so just let me know. Give me like a week heads up. Hey, I want to try this here out. I'll try to have some. But the only thing I'm a little bit sensitive about is my assassin, because that's like my baby class. That's the class. Everybody ends up. I'll say that. Usually people end up like early on or midway through their game, their journey through this game. They'll start to like identify with the class, at least a class. And so I took a long time to figure it out, but I think assassin it's kind of more controlled, but it's very much the I don't know. It's like mid-range and magic, well, but control at the same time. Black Widow, whatever that is. Black Widow is the mirror. It's kind of like the mirror or Black Widow.
I definitely all those.
But it's kind of like that kind of feel to it. It's like, but if you want to try a different deck too, or if you want to play, oh yeah, that deck. You're asking, you asked a question about that deck.
Said it wasn't like that.
It's. I'm a little bit. I don't have too many complaints about the company or the game. They do a great job with a lot of stuff, but they did a terrible job with these starters. Okay. It's more of like a formality or nice to have. Okay. So first off, blitz cards. When you build a blitz deck, you're supposed to have only two. It's at most two of each card each color. So these are blitz legal. Let's see here.
Hey, what's the minimum card count?
So, in your draw deck, okay, the pile that you put down right here. For Blitz, it's 40 cards. Combat, 40 cards. And for Classic Destructive and Living Legends, minimum. Don't be surprised. And it's actually strategically advantageous sometimes to have more than that. Yes.
That seems weird because that's
You're always drawing up. You remember, you're always drawing up your game size. You're always drawing up your game size. So you're not drawing more card
right, but you're still wanting to like get your combos or you have less consistent.
That is what. So yes, in the most card games. This card game is a little different because remember, every single card is a card that you can either pitch, attack, block, or play. attack block or attack block. Attack and play the same thing. Either way. Each card has like 3 things you can do with it, right? And while usually if you're trying to like set up for like a consistent like combination of 2 or 3 cards, your deck ends up being like a long game. Or if you're like looking for a certain card, or if you're looking for certain combo cards to go off, you arsenal one of the cards that you're like in your combo, and then you keep playing the game. It's because it's a back. It's because it's not as volatile as something like Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, or who knows what else. Are able to get away with it. And the reason why it's contagious to have more cards sometimes, not all the time. Most of the time, 60 is right. Sometimes you fat when you put like your full inventory. It's because there are things called like mill. It's similar to mill deck, and they actually like attack a certain way that pulls cards out of your hand, and all of a sudden you're like 3 cards in your hand, in your deck, and you're like, okay, I wish I had like 4 more cards to finish the game. So there's legitimate reasons, but for the most part, yeah, you can start off with just doing like the minimum deck size, and then go from there. I will say this: always have the minimum deck size, and then your sideboard stuff. The way that it works. Kind of already explained a little bit about it, right? You have your inventory, which is like your pool of cards that you always sit down in the game. It's here. It's here. I actually had built a full inventory for it. So this is a full 60. But if I sit down in front of like a full wizard, like Icelander, I'm gonna throw in these and this equipment, and Icelander, yeah, I'm gonna take out some of these red cards also, and so I can adjust the deck. But if I were to sit down in front of somebody like Ira, I'm going to be more defensive. So I'm going to grab the defensive cards and put those in there. But if I sit down against another 5 or Droma, I'd switch it up. You know, you still have that variety. In class constructed, this is what's called that. When you take your whole sideboard, put it in and shuffle up. So in your total inventory, excluding hero, for Blitz and what is it? For Blitz and Commoner is 52 cards. 51 cards. 51 cards. No, for your whole deck, for your inventory. It's not like a sideboard, it's just an inventory, your card. Usually the way that people have started to do deck building for this game is they have a core like number of cards, and then everything else is a sideboard, and they'll fill in the blanks. So like my assassin deck, this hero, I have a core deck of 50 cards for class constructed, and then I fill in 60 to whatever based off the matchup. So that's kind of like how that works. If you're into brutes, I do have a brute hero for you to try out. It's like full power brute. Okay. Now she's a harder brute to play because she's a shadow brute, and she has a mechanic where if you're not able to meet a certain condition, you take damage. So don't get upset if if you don't pick her up right off the bat. She does have a few moving parts, but she's more built. Like her build is more brute and less shadow, whereas some other builds of her can be more shadow and less brute. So
I'm gonna go put in a raffle for doing this, and then I'll be back. I'd like to try that.
yeah, go for it.
Do you want to sew it or anything?
No, so, so I'm running an event. When you run an event, while you're running the event, they'll give you like water and sodas.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you though. Thank you for the offer. Yeah, Ira is really good. For how simple Ira is, she's really good. Yes.
More for someone who knows how to play, someone also knows how to play.
That's how I felt when I tried to teach myself, and then when I sat down in front of somebody else play, and they're like, no.
A lot more fun. I was just like playing. It was a lot more fun knowing how to play.
There's a lot of nuance that gets missed out, especially if you don't completely understand it.
Yeah. I still like don't really use these right and stuff. Like I forget about them because I'm just like
Yeah.
hanging out.
That is part of learning.
Yeah. Keeping up with all of the cards.
There's a lot to keep up with. Whenever I taught the game, I used to have a couple of other things with me. One of those was a scale of classes and heroes based off of easy to learn versus difficult. I would say without any doubt, one of the easiest classes to learn, which teaches you a lot of the fundamentals, is Guardian. Specifically Bravo. If you pick up Bravo, you start playing Bravo, usually it's going to be I'd say he's high tier for how simple and how cheap he is. You'll start to learn how to play game. So that'll help. Another hero is a lot harder to build, a lot harder to play. Like you're gonna lose a lot. Is Iraqi probably isn't as fast. And it is probably like the most flesh and blood you play. It's the most amount of flesh and blood experience you can pack into one deck. But it does a lot of attacking, a lot of defending, a lot of blocking, and everything. On top of that, there are some forgiving aspects of it. Like whenever you play cards with 6 contracts, you can look at the top of your life deck. So that gives you a little bit of insight into what your opponent can do on the deck. I mean, so it's you're basically scrying the top of your opponent. So you can put it to the bottom, just down sometimes. But Iraqi problem will teach you fundamentals. You win more problems. You lose a lot of them. But Iraqi is one of my favorites. Okay.
So, can I ask what are Bravo and Ravar or something?
You grab the heroes and show. Yeah, bring them over. Of course. Did I already tell y'all the dates we meet? Monday, Wednesday. Are y'all on your hobby place Discord? I would recommend being on your hobby place Discord. Reach out to me because we've got a box of credits as an icon. Always check those. If you know, you know. I might chat later. So in your hobby place Discord, join them. Y'all have Discord? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Join them. I'll answer any other questions you got. Give you time, schedules, all that stuff. And I'd also give you guys resources for playing the game online against computers and also play. So if you like the game or you want to get a better feel for it, a better feel for it, I always recommend doing the site that lets you play against your computer. That way, that'll make it so that when you streamline your once you do the rolls, which is a good thing. And you get the feel for it. It has a little what's the word, log to tell you like, okay, this is what's happening in case you miss something. Actually, here. Yeah. So far away. I'll keep that. I'm gonna write on here. Right on there is my so here's what I mean by our practice course. So there's a dual hobby place Discord. Tony or Mike was there. If you miss out, the server. From there, I'll give you as much information, as little information as you want. And if you never want to talk to me again, you don't have to have it. But I definitely recommend that. You should definitely try. Not yelling. Yeah. You'll hear a lot of people talk about how expensive it is. Yeah. If you want to get into the competitive part of it, it doesn't have to be. There's alternative cards. And it's kind of like magic. So the most expensive part is the part that can go into all maybe it's your equipment. Generic equipment can go into most heroes. Usually there's like one or two pieces of generic equipment that pretty much all like more expensive. But it's for a reason. But if you don't want to get it, you build it. The thing about this game is it's getting cheaper every time they release new stuff. There's more variety and more options. So don't worry about it being expensive. You don't need all that stuff. Experience will, in this game, and skill will always outshine good cards. That's one of my favorite parts. I whale with games doesn't mean that. Because I have a lot of money to spend on them, it doesn't mean it just means I got pretty cards. Yeah. Yeah.
Like real salty, like green.
Brute, Brute is a good one, and so Ninja's kind of like your red go wide. Brute is like your mono green Stompy. Or Guardian is kind of like a Stompy deck. So these are both go tall. Guardian is a little bit better for having like control, whereas this is just like go balls to the walls on the bunker. Yeah. They're both really good, but Brute is definitely more mono. For sadistic control players, Assassin, Guardian is supposed to. So Guardian can either also the walls on the bunker, not to the amount of that Brute can, but they can also be flexible. That kind of like a Paladin. But yeah, Assassin and certain classes of wizards. And Rangers. Rangers are like, bows and arrows and stuff. But there are a bunch of different. If you take a look over there, there's a bunch of heroes.
Yeah. I remember the blitz deck I got, but I only.
It was. No, no. And starts with the S, right? I want to say not Savannah. Oh, it's Savannah. Okay, cool. I'm terrible at names, so the fact that this is like I'm on a roll today. Maybe I need to like not say it. I don't know. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I remember the blitz deck I got that I opened and did nothing with was
Okay. Yeah, Bolton. I cannot get around Bolton. Oh yeah, and if y'all want, take a couple of those little plastic wrap decks.
Okay.
Yeah, they're free. They're free to the shop. I don't have to buy them. Okay, cool. Thank you. And I think they got a little pamphlet too, and I'm like, oh, they do. Yeah, Bravo. I tried building it recently, and I was just like, I don't really care for it. Bravo or Bolton? Oh, sorry, Bolton. I actually kind of like Bravo. I really don't have too many classes that I don't really care for. Katsu, which is like another ninja. I don't really like play ninja in general. I don't like that style. I don't like
this too.
that style. It doesn't really sync with how I think.
For me, it's more often about the theme than the mechanics. If I like the theme, then I'll make myself like the mechanics.
Okay.
Like I like orcs, so
Yeah.
in Magic, normally I play like red. I don't play Magic a lot, but normally I play red, black, and sometimes white because I love goblins. It's not because I love like going by daggers. I just love goblins.
Yeah.
And I like orcs, so
There you go.
orcs are the green in this. That's fine still too.
So yeah, you might actually really like Levia then, because she's like red black. Here, I'll bring this over there. Mason, is that yours?
No, this is mine.
Okay. I was like, he plays bolt action all the time.
Yeah, I just played my first game yesterday with him and some others.
Okay.
Sadly,
That's my
somebody,
boy.
sadly, somebody already took the box that I wanted. If I had won the thing.
It happens, buddy. Don't worry about it. Actually, you know what? No, we'll move. We'll play over here. I don't know what I'm doing. I do know what I'm doing. I won't play Assassin because that's the one I play the most, and I don't think that it would be fun for you to get that experience right off the bat.
Good to see what the most unfun is.
I won't call it. Oh, some people will call it unfun because it's very, very much it stops you from doing anything that you want to do. But I guess that's a definite. But at the same time, it's for a lot of these control decks. They're really hard to play. So either you're good at playing that deck, or you try to play the unfun deck and end up realizing that you can't do anything at all. So it's not very common for you to run into characters. A lot of people play the unfun stuff.
Yeah, my friend, the main person I play Magic with, likes to make like hacks decks and such.
So that's like the that wizard, the ice wizard that the Chris was playing. I'll put these up front again.
So now you got to do your load. Automatically pivot what you want to load.
I think this is
So that's that phase. Well, you fell on the spot.
So yeah, this is already pretty much a core deck.
Oh, it's
Explain how she operates, and then I'll tell you. Okay. So, core strategy is you want to try to attack twice. There's a couple of things that make her unique, though. So do that. I'll do that in a second. Anything? Blood debt. There are cards. It has something called blood debt. That means if they're in your banish zone, which is over here, and you, if they're in the banish zone at the end of your turn, each card with blood debt deals 1 damage. You lose 1 damage. So it gets kind of sketchy real quick. But that's blood debt is a mechanic for all shadow heroes. They have things that kind of offset it. Levia's being that she can play big attacks for relatively low costs. And I'm not talking costs here, I'm talking like costs in different regards. And her thing is if you banish an attack with 6 or more power, like this, so if this got banished for the turn, all your blood debt is coming. So you want to start off early with the game. Play defensively so you get a bunch of cards with 6 or more power in your banish in your discard. And then these same cards that have blood debt also let you banish cards with 6 or more power, or banish cards from the graveyard at random. And usually they're going to be power 6 or more. So it's set up to be able to turn blood debt off, but if you're not careful, you can catch yourself without being able to. Now, there's a safe bet. And that is plasma. So this is one of the few heroes that transforms. This card says that if blood debt is what reduces your life to 13, you can transform your hero into this. And now, instead of taking damage from blood debt,
Is it specifically 213 or
213.
so you have to get through
Yes. Which is actually pretty easy to do. So don't worry. Because the game works is, because you're blocked, you have the options block. You can just block out with your hand. And, as long as you have enough cards that have blood debt to reduce your 13, you're able to protect your life and get you to it does have some things. I just realized it's mixed in. So fruits have some of your best. Shadow fruits have even better. So it's kind of most equipment. That's pretty much all equipment. The most it'll ever block for is 2. With one exception. Alright, so it's a shadow equipment, and that blocks for 6. That is nuts for equipment, okay? Like I said, most equipment blocks for 2 of these. Being able to block for 6 is disgusting. The kind of like downside is it could break itself if you drop below 13 health, and you kind of lose out on opportunity. That's not a big deal because you probably blocked it way before. And it has blood debt itself. On top of that, you have Scavenging Leathers, which is really good. And I said that usually we don't have to worry about action points and multiple action points. Fruit is one of the only classes that generates multiple action points. Scavenging Leathers can give you more than 1 action point. And all that means is that you could play something that doesn't have go again at all, and if you have an action point, you can play another action.
in practice is that so that'd be a new combat.
No, it's not. I mean, it's your choice. You can end the combat chain by decision and then start a new one. There's usually not much reason to. Oh yeah, one other concept I forgot to explain. Equipment can, so if you have multiple combat chains on your hand, sorry, equipment can only block once per combat chain. So you can't take this Scavenging Leathers and say, okay, I'll block that attack. And now you know, like combat chain link 3, and it take it and it'll block it again. It stays on that link until the combat chain is closed. So if you
No, I can't.
close the combat chain during your attack, and they had equipment that was locked up on the combat chain, they can go ahead and block someone else. So there's an incentive not to close the combat chain, but sometimes there's strategic scavenging leathers is cool. It's a little bit funky. Usually, you know, in almost all games, you don't want stuff where you have like random chance involved. Scavenging leathers does have random chance, but the payoff is worth it. It's one of the few parts of the payoff I actually worth it. Getting multiple action points is that powerful. The risk, though, is if you roll a 1, you get no action points because it's the number of action points rounded down, half rounded down. So yeah. So like, if you roll a 3, that'd be hilarious if I actually rounded a 3. If you rolled a 3, it would be 1. If you rolled a 4, it would be 2. So, brutes. Some of the mechanics of brute are kind of like this high roll, your random thing. So the main thing is the payoff is that you get very powerful stuff.
Guys, it's spotting each other.
I had loaded last year.
Apex Homebreaker is another disgusting feature. I haven't really played with it too much. I don't really. It's good. I think it looks cool as hell. Kind of reminds me of Kerrigan from StarCraft. That's kind of like actually her story. It's kind of like Kerrigan in some aspects, but
I don't remember him turning into Cthulhu.
no, she didn't turn into Cthulhu. Like Queen of Blades. That's this side. Alternate timeline or alternate thing. She turned into Cthulhu. So this is like the hive mind actually taking over versus like her winning over or whatever it is. So this piece of equipment is murder to anything, to any against any hero that has like multiple things that they have to do from their own. It banishes a card at random during during your block. And then this is also really good just because it generates an extra point of damage next when you attack. So you defending turn to block the card, and then you can swing back and say, "Oh, it was a slightly more powerful." That's good. Good. But yeah, I would suggest you know just kind of roll with it. Don't try too hard to like.
So, the difference between different battle worn that just take a real action injury and like battle worn stays no longer block.
You can still block with battle worn, but there's no benefit. There are cards that will force you to block it. So having battle worn equipment around is kind of a benefit because then you won't actually get forced to like block with a piece of equipment that actually works. So that's the kind of like I'm going to set these tokens on this Demo Hero side right here. You can kind of like have these reminders. This thing is specifically for Levy. You don't have to have it. I just thought it looked cool. And it was like, this is awesome. This is a blood debt counter. Spin it up. So if you have blood debt 1 and blood debt is turned off, then
Like what I was saying is like use an action.
you have to use it. Most people don't. I saw it. I was like, I really like this hero.
Yeah,
That's what I.
But, and then I've got all these fancy tokens. That is the part of the crowd that you're right. This is really sad.
Right, so you're gonna use like characters.
I'll play a blood that hero. Actually, Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Well, then I have to bust out different equipment for you. She does arcane damage, which requires different equipment to prevent it. I can kind of talk about that a little bit afterward. This is the first year I was like, the game started like, I just started to understand the game with. So she's a warrior. Warriors' main thing is kind of boring, but like, it's pretty good. Just being able to attack your weapon, and like tower up your weapon. That's like their main thing. It's like their whole game plan revolves around. Warriors have and they do a lot of attack reactions. They have a mechanic called Reprise, which says that if your opponent blocks with the card from their hand, then you get an added benefit. So it's kind of it puts you in a damage situation. But if you block over a certain amount, like multiples of 3 against warrior, or it's like so if you can block at multiples of 3, then it gets really hard. Because her weapon, her base weapon attacks. Most cards are blocked. So if I swing in with Dawn Blade and then for 3, and you block with 2 cards, it's kind of hard for me to get over that point. But yeah, so go ahead. Roll the Sneagles first. And if you got questions about how to play something, I'll imagine like I didn't see your hand or something. And the tide. The other day, I think my buddy. Well, we did it again. No. We tied like 5 times in a row with single dice rolls. So like he rolled the dice, I grab him. Okay. Wait, I actually. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think we tied like 5 times in a row. I'll go first just to start the game. Yes. Okay. To start things off, I will play Iron Song Determination. So this weapon is going to get +1 and dominate until the end of the turn. And dominate means that you can only block 1 card at most from your hand. So it's a pretty powerful keyword. But this is only like one of her. There's only 3 of these cards in her deck, so it is one of her power cards. But I guess we'll get rid of it early. I will play Warrior's Valor. So I'm going to pay 1 for that. And my next weapon attack is at +3, and if it hits, go again. So now I've got +4 and dominate. It's weapon attack. And now I'm going to go ahead and attack my weapon for 7. And if I hit 4. You can only block with 1 card from your hand. That would be so. I'm not going to tell you what to do too much, but I will say this is one of your power cards. You probably don't want to block with it as your first thing. Park it in your arsenal. Otherwise, don't be afraid to park that in your arsenal on your at the end of your turn. You might have an turn like start things off. That's fine. Block with anything helps. So literally, that's one of your like most powerful cards. So that way you get at least an idea of like the full power. That's better. So you're blocking 3, so I'd be coming over the top 4. So there we go. Now, see, most weapons have this line right here. Once per turn action means that you can only do this once per turn. Tarikia breaks that. Her hero ability says that if my weapon attack hits, I can attack with that weapon again one more time. So, and then this Dawnblade says that if I hit twice in a turn, I get a +1 count. That'll persist as long as I am able to at least hit once a turn. If I cannot hit at all on a turn, then that +1 counter goes in. Yeah, it's kind of combo, but it's like it builds up. Snowball. Okay. So one hits, and go ahead. I will attack again. It's chain 2 for 40. Yeah. And it has dominance, so you can only block one card. I would say drop the other 2 cards. Drop the other 2 cards. Oh wait, sorry, you can only drop one.
So I kind of figured that this other card seems like it's a pretty strong card, so I figured it might be
It's hard to play though. It costs 6. So you don't want to. This is tough. This doesn't block for anything. Yeah, you're good. Don't get too married to most cards. Shadow Realm 4 is one that I would actually try. So you want to play that when you want to play your Shadow Realm 4 when you're almost guaranteed to have all 3 the 6 power cards. Because you want all 3 modes. Being able to tap your Shadow Realm for 7, go again, and being able to play one of the cards you're under the banishing for your banish as an attack is nuts. Really good. So, yeah. And even 7 and go again is really good. So, as long as you can hit at least 2 out of the 3 cards as power 6. So I'd be going over by 1. So I'll get a +1.
I arsenal this right now.
Yeah, that arsenal at the end of your turn. So that would be everything on my turn. Clear all this stuff off. I'm going to arsenal card here.
Myself up with you.
Yeah, so already spotted. If you want to change the spot, yeah.
I'm going to
Good.
So you're actually
If I don't have the cards to manage, I still play card.
It's fine. You also have your. Don't forget, you have your weapon attack. So if you have like a dud turn, that's fine. Just go ahead and do your like weapon attack. Or if you have like if you have almost nothing else to do, that's when you're like, okay, screw it. You roll your scabs to others, and then you can just do 2 weapon attacks. Potentially. Like, let's see here. If you had 4 pitch in your hand, roll scabs to others. You'd only be able to attack 1 time this time, but that's not a problem. That's still something. Pushing damage every single turn, even if it's just like 3 or 4 damage, is fine.
That's probably what I'm going to do.
so
Hey, look at that. So you get the attack one of those, and that costs 1 action point. So you got 2 action points.
Yeah. I'm just going to attack so good.
One at a time. Which one do you want to attack first? Okay. So if you spend 1 action point, that's so pitching happens as you play the card. So you just like I would say just pitch 1 at a time. You can't like overpitch. You can overpitch sort of. So if you wanted to, you could say I'm going to pitch this red card and then the blue card. It's the same thing as doing that. It's just the blue and the red. It's less information. It adds the like, stuff. So you're attacking for I'll block 1. Do you have any reactions? I have no defense reaction. Yeah, I will. I'll do defense reaction. I'll play hold on. None of the other conditions are met, so it's just blocking 2 for total 3. Yep. I will take that. Let's take a look here. Let's see your hand.
Yeah.
You're good. Oh, is that the one that says that you have to have banished 3 cards to
Yeah. Both the cards on that.
that's fine. Early on, she's not as powerful, but like in like a turn, she'll be disgusting. Remember, in the turn, you put the cards in the bottom of your deck, the cards in the advantage to the bottom. And then you draw up to your with that. So I'm going to attack for 4. 4. And if I hit, I can break this to give it go again, or I can also pay 1 to get something called a Vigor token, which is basically taking the mana for next turn. Yeah, sorry. I guess I call it mana sometimes. Resource, mana.
So, the actual plans. So, damage your turret. You roll a 1. 1 is always a win. So you take damage to your turret. Take another hit to your
I think you
turret.
might like Reinar though. Yeah, I really do think you might like Reinar. He's
Roll on
he's really good. And he's fun.
You said this is so
Huh?
your game from just going through this phase.
No. It benefits only from this hitting twice. If it does not hit twice, it only hits once, I keep the tokens. If it doesn't hit at all the tokens go away. Any more blocks? Reactions? I'm gonna react. Let's play Overpower, switching with blue, so it covers up equal 3 cost. Target weapon gets +4, and if you block with cards in hand, it gets +6 instead. So I'm attacking for 10 versus 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing I will say is, if I have cards, if I kept a whole bunch of cards after you attack, and I've got cards in hand, that's where this will come in handy if you block it, because it'll rip one of my cards out of my hand at random temporarily. That stops my life. That really shuts down the card. So that's where it gets really good. So I'll push 4 damage through. And I'm going to break this refraction focus to give it go. Yeah. Actually, no. I don't want to break it. I'm going to pay 1 to give myself a bigger. So that's my turn. I'm gonna close commentate. Stuff at the bottom.
Yeah, so that's a leader.
So I don't know if you heard me talking about but I kind of explained Flesh and Blood as far as like learning it. It's kind of like, have you played like Dark Souls or anything like that? It's like a really hard game, right? So it's kind of like Flesh and Blood. Like Flesh and Blood can be really hard, not from like learning the rules. The rules get simple once you've like gone through the steps. But learning to like improve at the game, that's what's key. It can be kind of brutal sometimes, I don't lie. But I think that once it clicks, like you start really making it hard for your opponent. That's when it's like, okay, this is game over. But that's my turn. You're good.
So, no, the Sony leader, the Sony unit card is like an all-star. Hero aggro, it's like mandatory, like 3 copies.
But you just lay it flat, and I'll roll a dice to decide what you're using. So, 3, 6, 9, 12. So what was that? 9. 2, 4, 6. Oh yeah. So 2, 4, 6. So keep that in mind.
I'll do for that.
What did you banish? Alright. So, oh yeah. So you're gonna get +1 and go again. If it was 3. If it was 3/6 power, sorry. No.
Shoot.
You almost got it. You almost got it.
I thought they were all 6 in there.
No. Yeah, her thing is power 6 or brutes in general. They focus around like power 6 or more attacks. Like that's their main thing. There's 3 main brutes right now in class constructed: Levia, Rhinar, and KO. Okay. KO is a little bit unique because he says that if a card is not on the field, it has 1 extra power. So that makes it really good for if it's on the if it's anywhere that's not. Yeah, if it's in the discard list. Alright, now I'm gone. No. Yeah, so if it's in the deck or in your hand, it is power 6. It becomes, if it's power 4, 5 or more, then it's actually power 6 or more, basically what KO says. Which is really good for all of those like abilities. Or all of like group things. Levia, her thing is instead of discarding cards from the hand most of the time, all of her shadow cards banish from her discard. So it's a little bit more efficient. Minor, his thing is whenever you discard a card from your hand at random, you force your opponent to banish a card from their hand at random temporarily. So he can push damage through you. Sometimes Rhinar, you can set it up to where you basically temporarily banish all the cards from your opponent's hand. And you get to throw as much damage out of it. It's disgusting. So either way, so you at least got 7 go again, and you could probably do a follow up with the. Oh, so let me block first. You already pitched for this. All right, so I'll block. No one block here. Play that. I have another, so. Hey, I guess I'm going to take a lot of damage this turn. I'll block 4. I'll take 3.
I'll fix this in.
Okay. 3. I'll say no blocks. Discard?
Oh, wait, no, I didn't.
No. Yes. Yeah. So this gets -2. This gets -1. Here, like, one of those. Okay. I had a plan, but I totally forgot it. Okay, we'll do this. Oh wait. Bigger pops. This gives me a resource. I'm going to spend that resource to play Warrior Dollar. So I'll do my attack +2 and on hit go again. Pitch the overpower to attack for 6, and if I hit, go again. Sorry, no. I'm not doing that yet. I'm going to play this Steelblade Supremacy also. So this weapon attack is going to be +2. And the first weapon attack also. And now, whenever my weapon hits this turn, I also block. So that is This is the one that gives my weapon +2 for the end until the end of the turn, and if it gets a draw card. One of the key power cards. And this is the one that just gives it temporary +2 for the first level attack. And then if it hits, I hit right. So it'll be +2 for 8 attack attack.
Have the 6. So he guns spice down.
8, and if I hit, I draw a card and go. This is a good scenario that you see that because I have extra cards in hand. And I mean, I'm not saying to do it, but it's usually like this is the one. That and your carrying house would cover it. And actually, that would. Oh, why am I telling you this? That just shut me down so hard. Yeah, well, yeah, maybe.
How much damage is that?
So I'm throwing 8 at you.
We both
if I hit twice.
okay.
If I hit once, then I keep the tokens.
So how much damage do you stop that?
Just so this just buffs them. So you need to block 8 total.
Oh, I thought that was if that.
No, this is just I'm just leaving this here so that we remember.
So,
Yep. I am going to react. I'll play Singing Steelblade. So it's going to give us +1. And then if you block with cards from hand, which you block with 2 cards from hand, I can search my deck for an attack reaction and then play it for this. So my target weapon attack is going to get +2, and then my max weapon attack is also going to get +2. So 11 is what I'm going to do. Oh wait, no. Sorry, you did Scout Flashback. I forgot. I'm over here telling you how to back. So here, that goes back. I'm putting this back because Scouting Flashback, it banishes a card at random from my hand. So if you want to like roll dice. That's yeah. You shut my trace down so hard. Okay. I'm like. Okay. So this is temporarily out. And it's attacking for the 8s. That's right.
Also, so you don't know this resolves.
Oh yeah. So like with the flashes, put those out like front and say like you're flashing. So that happens before the reaction. So no, you're good. You're good. You don't know these things. So you can't be your god if you don't know them yet. So these both say when it defends, and then when it defends. So that happens before reactions. So attack step, defense step. So after the defense step is done, you can pick the order that these would resolve. You pick the order. You're the turn. No. I'm the turn player. Turn player picks the order. Sorry. In this case, I don't. We could do it either way, but we already did this one, so that's fine. So we'll do this one next. So clash, do you want to? It's off.
I think I do. I think my cards generally have bigger values than yours.
Yes, they do. So you're going to win. I have no attacks in my deck at all. Yeah. So we put this back. Yeah, you shut me down so hard. Okay. I have. Yes. For the very it's mandatory for the first thing. So it'll pop, and if you don't use it, it's gone. So yeah, I don't have anything else because I didn't hit. I can't swing with this again. It doesn't have go again because and I don't draw. So I'm going to end my turn. Since it didn't hit, I lose all my dogblade counters. At the end of the turn, this goes follow back. Goes out of the way. And this goes back to my hand down. So this one there. So that is my turn. As a reminder, I'm just going to set this here so you know that the first thing is going to get go again. Now, go again does not stack. So if you have something that has go again already, you don't get like double go again. It just overlaps. We're both at 31.
His commander's head. Spot is. Yeah,
Sorry about that. I didn't realize how hydrated. All right. Yeah. So syntax. Go again.
I mean, I can't afford to play anything else. Go get something back.
That's a really good card. Okay, so this gets banished still. It does get banished face up for same tactic. And if it had hit, then it'd stay banished. Right? Okay. So. Attack for. Oh, sorry, I'm not attacking. That doesn't attack. My next weapon attack.
Also, I think I'll change
How much blood does you have? Oh, okay. You remember that? Man, that's like the one thing this is one of the reasons why I can't play Levia like because I forget about it. And then I'm like, wait, okay, Spoils of War. That gives my next weapon attack go again and +2. +2. Yeah, it's gonna attack your 5. Let's go again. And if I hit, I create 2 copper tokens. Copper is this. There are certain cards that kind of synergize with it, but my deck doesn't have any of those. Do it like this. 5. Right? One card's on each. This is the card that I had. You saw it. It got banished face up. 5 and 30. Okay. Going to attack again. This time it's 3.
So, like a big old song. So, I want to do is
If target's management on anything, does that still cover my budget for my round?
Okay, so this turn. That'd be your turn. Okay. So hit twice this turn, so I'm gonna get a +1. Oh, I'm tired. And I'm just gonna Arsenalist card. I get I have 4 copper total. And that's all. Yeah, if they have brute in their attacks, brute attacks. Yeah, the only thing they're not considered is attack action cards. They're just an attack. Oh. So 6 with dominate. I'm gonna block. So yeah, you can't play that. That's fine. You can. I think that's a good card to put in your arsenal and play when you have like a full blown like 4 cards in your hand. Yeah, that's a really good card to play like right at the start of your turn. And then, yeah, it's fine if you got leftovers. Sometimes it happens. All right. Is that your turn? Or your arsenal, or not your arsenal, your pitch. Let's call it everything that it's not. All right. I'm going to play Warriors Valor. So my next weapon attack is going to get +3, and if it hits go again, it's a 1 loading. And then attack to 7. Yeah, you can. And if you plan on transforming, you probably want to catch this in before you transform. Because you'll lose it if you don't. I will react. Try to push over 3. Stop. 10. If it's defense reaction, say reaction. 3 damage is going over the top. I did. Pay 1. And I'm going to activate Bright Force Bracers to give my next weapon attack +1. And then I'm going to end my turn. It's only for the only reason I did that is so I could get this out of my hand, so I could draw up to another 4. This doesn't work. Actually, they both. That, yeah. Are they literally the same thing? No way! Yo, no. You don't want to do that. You really don't want to do that. No, this is your the nuts card. Like, this is the card that you, as a player, want to like. Don't ever want to discard. I would pitch one of your blood rushes fellows first to do a like. So I'm not gonna let you screw up. This is a really good and a really awkward hand. Okay, keep that back here. I'm gonna help you with this. That goes there. Wow, you got a really bad hand actually. You don't. So blood rush spells is great. But you don't want to get 3 at the same time. So I might fudge the roll dice roll for you, but you can start by doing scap to mother. Oh, we don't need to fudge dice. No, you spend 1 action point. Attack. Here's 1 blood rush. And I'm like, huh, that's weird. It might buff this up. So it's attacking for 4. Like, that's really weird. Why do I do that? I have no clue. I won't block at all. Because that is weird. That's okay. And I have a good hand. I don't want to exactly get rid of it. Alright. Now, pitch your other blood rush fellow. To play your blood rush fellow. Wait. This part of random. No. You know, if your card in your hand, if your blue card was anything that was actually more power, you'd have a good hand. You would have a really good hand. The fact that it's not, here, I really am gonna. I don't ever condone this, but you have such a cool hand. Swap that blue card out. Please. Any other blue card? Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Now, it's a blood rush fellow. Play a blood rush. You're gonna have 1 floating. Oh wait, no. Wait, yeah. So this, so that one is played. That one, you got 0 floating because of that. Pick that blood rush fellow in your hand. Play the blood rush. Discard that card at random. It's a power 6 or more. So you get to draw. You know, all of your brute attacks are turned out. How good is the card? How good is the card? Yeah, you're gonna probably want to play him. Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah. So it's getting plus 2. And then you manage your. Yeah, that was a really awkward game. I'm not about to use Yeah, you got all 6. So 9, 11. You're attacking for 11. It could have been a better attempt, but it was not a disaster. You had really bad luck. That's all. It's really bad luck, but I wanted to see you do something else. So. All right. Now it's 11. was gonna keep it really greedy. Yeah. It kind of. Looks like we're both.
So I prefer playing Shermans and stuff.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna keep this greedy. I'm gonna take. Oh wait. Sorry. I'm gonna walk three. And you did banish stuff, so your blood does turn off. Alright. Now, my greedy turn. So, one thing to remember, you've got two blood red fellows right next to each other. So if you would want to do a situation like that, you would put your cards back on, at least separate them a little bit. So that gives you a chance to draw into one, and then play it, and then say these are the next two cards after you draw that. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm so. How does that happen? Oh, so yeah, you only have 3 of that card in your deck because that only comes together. Most majestic cards only have 1 in their card. It is possible to have like higher time responses. There's red, blue, and yellow. So you can, in classic construction, you could have up to 9 of this card in your deck. As long as it's 3 of each color. Alright. So that gives me. Okay. I guess I could attack first. I'm going to attack for 4. Just 4. Now, what would that have to do with it? Yeah, and remember, don't forget that you'll lose this if you drop it. It says, whenever you finish it, manage that one point. And it's not your turn. If you have less than 13, it goes away. So you want to get the benefit of the block before it goes. Huh? No, that's the other side.
I thought it was going to get 13 health.
Yeah.
But I have 4 blood vessels.
It'll hit one at a time.
Oh.
It counts down one at a time.
Okay.
Yeah. So once you hit 13, it would transform, and then the remaining blood debts would banish to the top of your deck and combat with that side of the game. Yeah, Levia is a lot more. Is the most complicated. I will say it's the most complicated route. So maybe to play like your second ever like. Yes, let's go ahead. I'm gonna react. I'm going to play pump it up by 4. And then my next weapon I got is going to pump it. So this will be 8, 6, no, 8. So I'll do 40. I'm going to break the fracture over to the head, give it go again. And I will pay 8 grains of salt. I'll pay 1 grain of months ago. So you get and I will attack. Might as well catch it in now. At the start of your turn. And if I hit, this goes up to 2. You want to have at least enough to play a card that'll ban it. Yes. That one goes with advantage. You got a lot. Here, you pull 3. Okay. Go again. 4, go again. One attack at a time. Yeah, you're good. No, you're good. No, you're still learning. One attack at a time. No reactions. Banish. I'll take 3. So vigor is going to pop. I get a resource. Place oil before. Get a resource. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. 7 will go again.
I can actually take it later. I want to get so no. I still need to get you on a game next.
Okay.
I'm good to do. I have to use all my cards.
Let me have done use it yourself very often. So if you get to do it, might as well do it a little bit more is what I have to do.
So, yeah, I'll think it's
Alright, I will react. I'm going to just give it plus 2. My next one is a fun one. And then I'll attack
That's only gets a second attack.
Okay. So I'll say Earth is not the easiest to play against because he has like a bunch of reactions and you don't see them. You don't know for sure. Yeah. So you're blocking 9. So yeah, Reinar is probably the hero you want to start off with. If you like stomping deck, or if you like orcs, sorry, if you like orcs, Reinar is probably to start with. KO is another good one. They don't have it here, but actually I can show you some more. I'll like eyeball. I mean, maybe Reinhardt's close, but I don't think he's in the cycle. And then if you want to do armory, so those are $3 each. If you want to do CC, KO has an armory deck. Classic construction. This one. KO has what's called an armory deck. They don't have it here. You might need you can go up to Woodbridge, I mean, they have to. And that's a $40 deck. That's like as close to a complete deck as you can get for like a sealed product. They're very, very viable. It's a good starting point. How do you feel about this? Yes, there is a lot of moving parts. The more you play it, the more those moving parts are easy to keep track of. Let me write something down on that. And I'll say this. Maybe I'm just weird. I like watching these events. So they have really good live coverage of like soccer events. Even if you're not like into it competitive, if you like to play the game casually, it's really cool to watch the like pro level events, and the pro circuit is like high stakes stuff. So they get allocated like $2.5 million total for like a pro. Legendary Studio. They own the shop. Sales. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like the dude who owns this game, or like who owns the company, like he's passionate about this. He would rather see people, like master and like put a showing on it than do straight profit like some other companies are doing. They're just like, okay, give me the most. I'm gonna milk this cash cow for it kind of comes late, but he puts a lot of it back into circuit. So like these every month there's so instead of Friday Night Magic, which is like the Magic the Gathering like main like shop support, it has little armories. Armories are like the weekly event, and that's where you get like your participation promos, and you have your opportunity to get like the more premium promos. On top of that, Legendary Story Studios, LSS, they send 2 play mats every month that go in there. So it's a bunch of participation promos, 2 play mats, and like premium promos. All that sent to the store free of charge. So if they're participating in these weekly events, this is the shop free. Playmats typically end up selling secondary for $40. So that's nice. And it's People's Champion is one of the playmats, so that's like based off of who has like positive community influence and all that stuff. And the other is based off of at the shop we do it based off of attendance to events. The more attendance to events for the month, the more entries towards raffles. So you end up I've been playing the game for a long time. I ended up with a lot of places. So like this I got randomly. This I got randomly. That like glass that just painted glass or whatever it's called, random, and then the rest. This one and that one over there came with a product. I bought this one as my very first. Oh yeah, so armories are like the weekly thing. Every month or every week, it's either going to be Monday or Wednesday. It's good. I go through and I make a schedule for the whole month. That's right. So what I was like, I forgot where I got off of it, but two websites were well, three websites today. Oh, I got 2%. Yeah, February.net. That was awesome. The February.net is excellent. Silk table. I need to look at all these. Silktable.com. Silktable.com lets you play versus bots. It's all browser based. You go to the website and like they have decks that are already built, or you can import your decks from February to Silktable and like do your own custom builds. And then there's Calicar. I think it's Calicar.net. There's player versus player. I would recommend basically like get comfortable using Silktable.com. Like learn that the mechanics will kind of be forced on you, so you're kind of like learning that way. If you feel comfortable, then jump on Calicar.net. You can import lists that you build or find on February.net. Both of those. You don't need accounts for either Fabric or Silktable or Calicar. Yeah. So as long as you have February, that's cool. If you want to attend events, you're gonna want to sign up for a FabPC.com account. And then, as long as you're logged in, whenever an event takes place, we post the event code on Discord. So as long as you have your phone, click on that link. It should automatically sign you up unless you need to log in. So. FTC.com. And from there, you can find like info on formats, find other shops to sell product, or run events, all that stuff. It's kind of like magic. So yeah, Lexdex, you already know about. They have here. Wow, my God. What's Dex? That's Dex. If it looks like scribble. But those are what you want to check out for Rhino. The only armor deck they have right now here is Azalea. It's a relatively new product, and it's geared towards it's giving people a starting point, like a quality starting point, instead of just like, how sometimes like pre-construction decks can be crap. I don't want to say crap. Yeah. So it's kind of like our deck is kind of like a small step up from like a pretty so it gets you in the right spot. And sometimes it's almost pretty powerful here. Like the best chess piece one of the best chess pieces that Greeks can have comes in the armory deck. Armory. Azalea. He's a ranger. Rangers. Some people love them. The thing about rangers is your attacks are all arrows. Arrows have to be attacked, or you have to attack with arrows from the arsenal. So it's kind of like on flavor for what a ranger does. They have to load their arrow before they fire. So it's kind of like looks like a bow being drawn back. Their equipment is usually a bow and a quiver. So they're not as defensive. They're very offensive oriented. Another thing that makes them a little safer is their arrows usually have some type of a detrimental effect to hit so there's only 2 rangers in the game for classic construction right now. Everything that I reference in the exception, I almost exclusively play classic construction as my favorite format. I'm always talking about that. So in that format, there are 2 main rangers, there are only 2. Azalea and Riptide. Riptide is he is more defensive, but you can build him like that one. He's here to build something that way. So he plays in like full heavy trap build, and all of his traps are defense reactions. They're his traps. So every defense reaction that you play that triggers, your opponent will damage. And so there's a guy named Ron. He's probably the main guy that's going to show up every couple Wednesdays. His main hero is Riptide, and every time he and I play against each other, it's like an epic game because assassin heroes and Riptide. Oh, so Riptide is kind of like an assassin eater. But I've been playing the game for such a long time that I can kind of deal with it a little bit, but it's still every single time. Like he makes me work he makes me work hard. Yeah, I tried to make it the formats rotate monthly, so that's why if you check out the schedule here that I posted. Yes, Blitz is way easier to get into. So let's see here. Casual Blitz is going to be the 28th. So not this week, but next week. And if you let people know that you want to play, but you don't have a deck for that event, just be like, hey, I don't have a CC deck yet. Can I borrow somebody's? So somebody would be like, cool, let you try. Just like, hey, can I borrow like a brute deck or something? Does anybody have a brute deck? We got you.
That's on Discord, you said?
Yeah. Yeah, on the your hobby place one, just scroll up. Add me on Discord, and I will also send you on the same level. And answer any questions you got. If you have bulk comments that you need, I can give it to you. In fact, if you let me know ahead of time that you're going to Monday or Wednesday, I have bulk for you already. You ask any of the guys. I'm happy to do it. So happy to do it. I'd rather give it away for free than try to sell it to shoppers. Because, I'm helping other people. That's what I want more people to play this game. I think it's that good of a game.
Well, it's probably not going to be around this week or next week, so we got some outdoor days.
Yeah, totally. Recharge. Okay. Nice. So that's a really good. I highly recommend if you get into this game, don't worry yourself out. Just ease into it. I've had people like either drop. I'm not saying that you're going to, but I've met people that were like, all right, I wanted to play this game and I spent $800 to go with that. And I feel like it out and everything. I'm like,
We're in the gaming hobby.
And most of those people that did that did not end up actually sticking with the game, and then they're trying to resell their stuff. Like, hey, does anybody want to buy my stuff? No. Some people you might be able to talk to. Oh, maybe. Maybe I'll reach out to. If you're really serious about getting your stuff, I can reach out to somebody I think that might want to get rid of it. They've been out of the game for a very long time. So.
I don't like being that trying to show up within the month.
This is in the armory. This is the best one of the best slots for just cases. Yeah, the cheaper the discount. Yeah. And, oh yeah. Nope. Oh yeah. So this is kind of what the games could look like. So that not so much. But this is a bigger part.
One friend that's big got in this accident.
Okay.
He loves
Here. He's also going. That's a hero. Yeah. And then if you flip them over, these are all double sided. So this is their pre-transform. Yeah. So Fable is the rarest. Yeah. A landmark. I think all landmarks are favorites, and they're kind of like effects that stay, but they don't like you can't really interact with it other than how it says you can interact with it on there. Yeah. So yeah, I guess it's changes. I don't really know. I don't know an equivalent. Maybe like you know how some planeswalkers have like that like ultimate their effect stays on out for the rest of the game. Sigil. It's kind of like a sigil, but it's not as broken as a sigil. So like it can cause itself to like fizzle, and it'll go away. Yeah. It's kind of like that. Most decks don't need as many like of these cards. Like all the Fable cards, while they're the rarest cards, most of the time you don't use them. Like they're rare for collecting purposes. This is one of the few decks that actually uses Fables.
I really hate
Huh?
I hate
Yeah. Well, I think that's part of like what is it? Incentive to like make a little bit of like make a profit, keep the game going.
that's like how that's
Yeah. I think I've only ever heard. I don't even remember the name of the card game, but I think I've only ever heard like one card game where they didn't after everything was the same rarity, and like pretty much bought 3 cons, and that was the best. Yeah, T4, yeah. Yeah. I've heard about it. I've heard people talk about it. I think it's still going. I don't know. I thought that was cool, and I'm all for it. Like I think.
you have the 3 con deck. I mean, obviously, you're supposed to go into have a sealed problem. But that's kind of the part about it.
It takes a fun out of deck building.
Yeah.
What else? Yo, my lack of sleep is catching up. I'm sorry. I knew I had stuff to say. I don't have anything.
Josh, right?
Marcus. Way off. You're good, man. So there you go. And the A. Wait, Joshua. That is my middle name, so it's close. You couldn't know. Yeah. Hey, it's good meeting you, Ash. Ash, right?
Yeah. Not nothing recent here.
Oh boy.
So I will probably, before my flight, I will probably use 5 cards.
You got next.
If we had enough new players, like all with enough time, I probably would have said, hey, let's try to do a sealed pre-constructed.
Oh, yeah, that was fun. I like drafts.
Yeah.
Seal.
Seal's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So, one of your questions earlier was, how do drafts work?
Yeah.
So it's very similar to Magic. 3 packs, left, right, left.
Are you like guaranteed a commander champion every time in the packs?
Yes. So you don't pull them from the packs. You start off with a pool of tokens already. And since all of those for draft are tokens, that's kind of how that works. Now each pack has token slots, and like the power cards in the set all fit in the token slot. So when you draft, no matter what, the cards in the token slot, whether they're playable or not, are out of the deck. So that way it's a lot more even of a playground. You don't get like nuts bombed, and so everything.
So they say token, they don't mean
For the most part, it's kind of.
but that's where the power cards are? That's fine?
Yeah, because here's the thing, like they want to eliminate the luck factor of the draft. So like, say you open up a pack and you get like a legendary card. You have like a stupid advantage over everybody. So they don't want that. That's why they're like, okay, if it's in the token slot, you get it. It's yours. You keep the token. But you don't use it.
Okay, so token slot's not necessarily
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I misunderstood your question.
Yeah, I was just confused. It's like, so it's the token, most powerful card, but the token.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense, though.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Never mind. I was just going to show you more playing cards, but that's the other thing. The playing cards also occupies a token slot. So, like, it's like a cold foil style card. Rainbow foil versus cold foil. I will show you the difference there. So this is what cold foiling is. If you hear about cold foiling, that's the type of foil. And then these are rainbow foil. The foiling is a little bit subtle. It's different. Huh?
It looks nicer than what Magic does.
Actually. I have noticed that these also don't crinkle as bad as Magic cards. With the exception of it's like open here, so the store hasn't committed but I haven't brought that up yet. That's an easy fix with these cards.
Those have to be. I got rained on over there yesterday.
No. Oh man.
Like you're doing go back and sitting right next to the Star Wars poster, and then it just came down.
Oh man. And yeah, it was hard. It was raining hard yesterday. But so the advice I have is if you have a deck box with enough of a gap, get those silica packets that you like get like stuff like and just pop one in there, and that takes care of the humidity and it cuts back on all that crinkling. But it's not they're not usually as bad as Magic. I used to play a lot of Magic back when Modern, all that stuff. I still enjoy the game. What I really dislike about the game are what made me kind of shift over to this. And the fact that I hate it that no matter how good of a deck builder or something you are, sometimes you ran into those situations where you're only or you did run it.
I know. I have a friend. Sorry, to keep talking about my other friend. But, I have a friend who like no, lands are the best resource system in card games. I don't have a lot of experience with card games, but I very much disagree with that. I do not like that.
And Pokemon, other card games. I don't like the resources up to chance type thing. I like to have as much agency as possible. As much control over my own thing. If I don't, then that just leaves room for blaming bad luck. Which that's fine, but I'd rather blame my own lack of skill as opposed to bad luck. Like I lost because I suck. That's different. Like that means that you can get better. Losing because you had bad luck, there's nothing you can change about that. So I like the fact that there's less luck in this game as compared to
It does seem like a fun resource system. I've only played Yu-Gi-Oh! Once, so I really wanted to, like years ago. And I was like, I don't actually understand. Like, this seems like a really dumb system. And just the idea of pitching still gives me flashbacks to that. Because I know it's completely different.
I think I don't have as much of a problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! Or design. It is also very complicated. It's very complicated because the parts themselves are simple. The rules are complicated because there's a lot of stuff to keep track of. Like you said, there's a lot of moving parts. But the cards are simpler. And I can read a card and understand what the card says. I don't have to read a check. I don't have to read a user manual for the card.
That might be something that just takes time, though. I feel like that's every card game's thing. Yeah, like they run out of design space, so they up things up to give themselves more design space.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's a good point.
But let's see, I guess. I do enjoy it as it is now. So do you play both action?
No, I'll leave that up to my son. I'm not really much into miniatures. I only have the bandwidth. Well, I only really have the bandwidth for how much I've committed to this game.
I mean, that makes sense. You have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just that. I put a lot of time into learning more about the game, doing stuff like running learn to play, talking to other people, organizing events. So all of it, like I put 100% into this game. So I'm very biased. So take whatever I say, like how much I'm talking about it, with a grain of salt. Seriously. You could hate the game, and that's fine. Like I just want to introduce you to it. If you want to play it, then that's awesome.
I enjoy it. I don't want to like say that I will be like make it because, but I've seen I would at least like continue like
Dip your toes in there.
yeah.
And that's a great way to dip your toes in.
Yeah. Are you like locally? Like, everyone I talk to is like, oh yeah, I come from like Woodbridge or I come from Richmond.
I'm over at Fall Mountain. Yeah. I'm like down the street. Yeah. So when I started, the only place you could play nearby was Woodbridge. So I drive every Friday through all that damn traffic, all the way up to Woodbridge. I was like, I love this game. It's fun. So
it's been my biggest like it's been my biggest
yeah, because you got drive. Yeah, that's not. I mean, 17's not bad.
yeah.
But it's when you get to 95 or you go around.
I've been actually doing more recently because I got a new job down here ago, work from home. Whereas like used to be going like trip for my home century. So now I can go around guaranteed to like go out here to like spend an hour going, an hour coming every day to work, and an hour going and coming to Central Park.
So you worked on base for a while?
Yeah. Technically, I still work on project work.
Yeah.
I work for T-Tom.
That's Center Street. So I was at the station in Sonic for the last 5 years I was in. And I was over at a place called The Cog, which is on the TDS side. And what I did back then was more like investigation, analysis type stuff. So like if something's alerted for malware, I check it out.
Tell me why the
Because it's cheap shit. It's cheap, and it's the Marine Corps, so it's gonna be cheaper.
I know, but it kills me because every couple of days, if I have a down for the entire day, or worse, we have to go to base to reinstall it. Because it doesn't allow you.
So there's another guy that plays Flesh and Blood. His name's Nate. He works over at Newland Hall.
I don't know.
It's on the T-Com side. Yeah, because you're on the
I'm trying to remember what
main side.
Yeah, we're on the main side. But I'm trying to remember what the main side is.
OCS. Yeah. So out there by the flight line. You're probably on the other side of the bridge, right? Or no, you're in the opposite direction.
I worked, you know where Quanto Town is, right?
Yeah, out that way.
Yeah, then it's like the big building that used to be barracks or something.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, the other, not the other side of the bridge. No, either way. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They did Sergeant's Course out that way. That was a long time ago. Yeah, man, that's awesome. It's a small world. Marine Corps is small. Whether you're in or not, if you work around the Marine, especially out here.
Like half of everyone here has worked or was in the Marine.
So you can tech?
Not anymore. Originally I was IT, but when I got this job, it's a different field. I'm a financial analyst now. And all that means is that when people are going somewhere, I tell them that it might cost too much or it might.
Yes. Okay. Well, I probably, I don't know, I got the last time I traveled. Either way. Yeah, I don't miss that. I don't envy your job either. So.
You don't actually interact with people too much. It's most other than biotech. Sometimes they call or something obviously upset. So it's not too bad. It's really just lots of looking at documents. Do you end up carrying anything out?
No, I'm probably gonna hang out a little bit because I think he's like mid skirmish or something.
Yeah.
Hey Mason, Mason. Yeah, I guess I am packing soon. I got a. I thought a diorama was something that was going to call for Hold on, buddy. Hold on, okay? Yeah, I got him. He can pack it. He can carry stuff. Get build character. But yeah, man, it's good talking to you, Ash.
It's good meeting you too. Like I said, I do hope to get down here occasionally to do something.
And if you want to play online,
I'll be honest. Even though I play games online, I hate playing games online. Like to me, if I'm playing a board game,